Salvo is a syndicate world now.
What the hell?
Hey guys, I hope you're all having a great day, and in today's video I want to go over a possible massive feature that might be added to the game, but this feature is basically an update to the UI that we currently have in Apex Legends. Now this was first seen in the ALGS stream we had a couple of days ago, and basically what this feature does is that it allows you to see how many of each healing item you have in your inventory, as well as how many grenades you have in your inventory. Now I don't know about you, but I think this is a pretty useful feature, especially for people playing in very competitive scenarios. In those very tense gunfights, you're gonna need every second you can get, and opening your inventory to check on what you have might cause you to lose half a second or 1 second, and in some cases that 1 second of time difference can actually end up screwing you over. Coming from personal experience, it is true that every second counts in the middle of a gunfight, and if you end up losing track of a certain type of healing or a certain type of grenade, it really could end up screwing you over in a fight. Let's say you get into a fight but you didn't check your inventory to see how many shield batteries you have, and during the fighting process you end up using 1 or 2. Well then at some point in that fight, while you attempt to pop a shield battery, then you realize that you actually ran out of shield batteries and you have no more. This really does end up screwing you over, as not only did you make the decision to get into cover in order to pop a shield battery and reset, but you now also have to waste time in order to switch to a separate healing item, and the combination of these two factors might end up screwing you over in a lot of cases. And this also applies for grenades, and I do believe Fuse mains might find this pretty useful, as if you stock up a bunch of grenades in your inventory and you start chucking all of them into a building, or you just throw them all at an enemy squad, well it'll be pretty useful to see how many grenades you have left without having to open up your inventory in order to check. This can definitely help you gauge how many you should be throwing and how many you should be saving, because most of the time you're probably not going to be opening your inventory in order to check what's going on. Now I do believe this feature would be most helpful to controller players, as PC players can simply press tab or whatever your inventory button is, quickly open it and quickly close it. It really doesn't affect us that much, but when it comes to controller players, when you open your inventory, you're standing still, and that basically makes you a sitting duck. Once again, this UI change would definitely help out a lot of people in certain situations, and I definitely see why they included this for the ALGS stream. Now with that being said, for those of you that don't like this UI change because it's either too much clutter or you think it doesn't look very nice, well don't worry about that, because if this change does get applied to everyone's game, there's definitely going to be an option to turn it off. It's just like what we have in the top right now. You can have the option to show your ping, your FPS, your delay, your packet loss, whatever, or you can simply choose to hide it by simply clicking a button in the settings. So yeah, for those of you that don't really like the way this looks, you don't have to worry about it. Now, I know a lot of other people have a ton of great UI ideas that I think would also be beneficial if they're implemented into the game. One of those examples is a progress bar to see how much of your teammate's ultimate or their ability has been charged. And this is especially present when you're playing with randoms. It'll definitely help you out if you know whether or not your teammates have their ultimate ability ready, as most of the time you're really not going to be communicating with your teammate. And I know there's an option to ping your ultimate whenever it's ready, but to be fair, most of the time you either forget to do this or you simply just don't do this in general, and especially in tight situations where you just used the ultimate like 1 or 2 minutes ago and now you really need it again, it'll definitely be helpful if we have some sort of progress bar to show how much of our teammate's ultimate is charged. Now whether or not Respawn is going to be implementing these sorts of changes in the future, we don't know for sure, but since they are making general improvements to the UI, as can be seen by these 2 changes that they have made so far, well I'm guessing that Respawn is going to continue improving the UI in the future, and hopefully they can listen to the community and add some of these changes. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope this made your day just a little bit better. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this, and whether or not you have your own ideas for any UI improvements that you want to see in Apex. Alright, that's enough talk for me, and of course, as always, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.